What's up, everybody? Celtic Scarecrow here, back for another video. Get those 10s and 20 view here on Celtic Scarecrow Reacts. This is part 2 of a very long video called How a Single Tweet May Have Destroyed This VTuber's Career. Sinder drama. Drama explained. So this is the whole arc. This whole arc has been fascinating for me because if you don't know, I do VTubing on Twitch, so I don't need the bright ring light on. I can save energy, and the fact that, you know, it's about to be summer, and where I live in South Jersey, it's going to get into like the high 90s, low 100s, and I don't feel like melting. I'm a slightly bigger guy, and, you know, as much as I love summer and the heat, it is very hot. So I like not having the ring light on. Trying to break into the V2 sphere, I know nothing about it. This is making my decisions to do things more prominent. Because I have said a few times, I would love to like do something like that the boys have, which is, you know, create a group that works together, hangs out, play games, and grows everybody together. And so that being said, this is also by Techno. So let's give him all credits and let's get to it.
If someone were to...
It's where we left off. I didn't like back up a second. This is exactly where I last ended episode part 1.
Say Eggy Raid, who are they talking about?
Personally, I don't know. I'm suing you for the fact that your bottom of your sleeves is Egg Army.
Who? Tectone. If someone were to say Roach Raid.
Oh, Tectone. Okay, so I was saying it right. Cool. Trump.
Who are they talking about? Asmon. If someone were to say Kirby Raid, who are they talking about? If someone were to say Slime Raid, who are they talking about?
The only raid I ever got is Tom Grossi thing, and it helped my main channel.
If someone were to say Pyro Pup Raid, who are they talking about? This shit is such a reach, it's insane. It is. It's such a reach. Let's keep going here. Below, I wanted to push back and make clear I was uncomfortable being dragged into drama. They responded by bringing up more drama and baseless claims, all while trying to guilt trip me. It is ironic and crazy to me that I mentioned not wanting to be dragged into personal issues, only for them to, on multiple occasions, mention other people's alleged drama.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize. I didn't go over. But yeah, so this guy. So, sorry about that.
Cinder, oh, here we go! Finally!
Oh, God. This is... Here we go. Buckle in. Part 2 is about to get... drama.
Some screenshots from Cinder, and we will read this in 1 second. So now we got...
Yeah, do what I do. Hit the restroom, because you got to buckle in, because it's about to get crazy. Oh, yeah, I am wearing, of course, the Goonie shirt still. You'll notice that I don't change outfits in these reactions, because I do giant batch things, so I have a real job. Oh, wow, I should do it. Yeah, but I want to sit up some. Oh, did I hit stop recording? Okay, good.
Into the real meat and potatoes of all this shit, huh?
And
okay, here we go. Cinder, just want to say sorry for stepping back on the exclusivity deal. Wanted to apologize personally to you, as I've only talked with that about Red. So this is confirming that they have had no pre-existing conversation about any of this shit, besides with just Red. Okay, so let's see. After all, blank still a client, makes me anxious and kind of destroys my mental to do this.
He did say, but I just wanted to be dragged on personal issues. I just don't want to be dragged on any personal issues with you, since I only talk you that. And that's where it picked up.
This kind of deal. Just wanted to let you know I still love working with you in Red, but I understand if things doesn't work out because of blank. I just love my clients, that's all. I get it, Nano, and it was unfair to push this on you, but it's just really confusing going back and forth about it.
Oh God, here we. This is bad. This is
Ooh.
bad. Like, hey, I don't want to be. I'm backing up because I don't want to be part of this weird drama you got going on. And the first response is like, hey, why are we going back and forth on this then? It's like, their first response would be like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push this on you because we want a healthy work environment.
Sinder confirms that everything Redacted is saying, she backed. And she knew. Oh, man. That is bad. She will be seen as a backstabber and a quote-unquote overly competitive VTuber that is not there to make friends and is there for business only. Now, I will be real.
I have zero issue if someone's like, hey, I want to work with you, but this is going to be business only because you're growing and I want to piggyback off you. I'm not trying to. I actually am not trying to do that myself. That's why I don't reach out to anybody or comment on anything other than like, "Hey, this is this." Like the one VTuber did a reaction to the boys, and she's like, "I hate this brush." Little brush concept they have, and I'm like, they own that. And she was like, "Oh God," but I'm not like, "Hey, I'm also an interweb person. We should work together." So, but like, I encourage my friends and coworkers to do this, and they do better than me. Then they're better than me.
And here's the part that you guys don't get. A lot of VTubers are like that. But they hide it very well. But getting outed as this?
Yeah, if you're straight up saying, like, I want to work with you because of it helps me grow and it's just business, cool. But if you come in as a fake friend who's just trying to hijack somebody else's fandom to grow your own, yeah, that's not a good look.
I mean, I'll be real. I know at least 8 VTubers that are exactly the same as this. To be completely real. But they just haven't been outed yet. That's what's fucking crazy. Yep. It's cutthroat as fuck. It is. It is cutthroat as fuck. Oh, man. I don't even want to vaguely allude to who these people are either. I know a lot of VTubers, by the way. I know a lot. I used to be known as the VTuber guy.
Did not know that. Granted, I started doing it just for the fact that I was watching Emily. And she was like laughing, having fun. I'm like, oh, I don't need the ring light on at all times, staring me in the face, so I'm not squinting, trying to look at my TV screen. You know, when it's 95 degrees outside, I want to stream to help grow my channel and try to not have to work a normal job. I don't need a bright ass light.
I probably used to know like 80, 90, spanning from like 10K viewership to like 50. I talked to them all. I used to collect them. And man. And the low CCV VTuber drama is even crazier. You still are now? No. Dude, me talking to a VTuber, they're just not going to want to do that, right? They're not going to want to do that.
I could care less. You seem like a cool dude. If you want to watch sports and wrestling, I would gladly watch sports and wrestling with you.
Drama and controversial friendships is just going to make you look fucking bad. Dude, I can't tell you the amount of harassment Nanners got for simply being my homie. And I felt horrible. And I was like, Nanners, we should just like not talk. Because like I don't want to see you have to go through this bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it for them. It's insane. Nux doesn't count. Nux is hardly a VTuber.
Perfect background noise.
Your collabs are so good, man. It's like, yeah, but I would never want to cause any of my friends any negative PR. I would never want to do that. All right, cool. Even if we never talk again, I'm okay with that.
See, this just shows he's a legit good guy. That he's like, hey, if we don't talk because it's going to hurt your pocket, unfortunately, I'm okay with that as long so you can make a living. That makes him seem like a good guy. Don't know anything about him, so I can't tell you if he is or not. I'm just saying that's the vibe I'm getting.
I just want people to live a good life. Whether I'm in it or not, it's cool if I can be, but if not, it's all right. I have a very full life here. I have a beautiful friendship. I have a beautiful girlfriend, and I'm probably going to be married in the next year or so, next 2 years or so. Probably have a kid like the next 3 years. I'm not really worried about it too much. I just get compared to her a lot, even still today. And it's always like I'm living in someone else's shadow, which is one of the reasons why Red asked.
I would love to get compared to somebody. If they're success, Like, people used to tell me, like, I kind of looked like Daniel Bryan. I looked like Jim Morris. I looked like the Geico caveman person. And I always be like, all right, cool. You think I look like somebody famous who has a hot girlfriend. Perfect. Never will care.
Not making any more models for her. And when you said, I understand if things don't work out, it makes you feel like you're okay with not working with me anymore, which hurts so much after all this time. I really appreciate you, Nano, and it's your decision who you ultimately work with, but this is how ultimately I've been feeling. I don't really see, ooh, this is so bad.
Yeah, that's basically me. Like, this person's basically saying, I don't want drama, I just want to make models. And you're now even throwing more drama in there.
This is so bad.
God.
This is so bad.
Yeah, the one person in the chat said a guilt trip, which is exactly what they're trying to do here.
The guilt trip is fucking insane.
There we go.
Oh man, this is so bad.
I do think this dude might be the same brand as idiot that I am, so it could be why I'm liking this video. I'm getting sucked in.
This is so bad. Oh my god, I need to tweet this out. I gotta tweet this out. I'm only 20% of the way through reading all of the documents. And this is such a bad look. Holy shit, Lamau. You need to treat every DM like one day it will be public.
Yeah, I know that granted, I'm used to the boys often. I watch a lot of their stuff. They say they do like a hard tech dump every year. So like they have like, oh, it's 2020, it's April 1st, 2025. We must delete every DM in our group chat. Just scrub it from the internet as much as they can, just because if something like this pops up.
You need to treat every DM as a content creator. This is so bad.
Also, I'm watching this and reacting to this because this is actually going to help me grow as an interweb personality. Because it's like, I would never have thought anything like this was going on or this could plausibly happen. You know, how many people I have on my Twitter that say they make models and all that stuff, and this is the potential BS that they're dealing with?
Jesus. I don't really see the point of keep thinking about me being compared to Blank. You're so much bigger already. You've done so much more. But I would never give Blank any priority over you. There's also not any model of her being discussed, and I just want to keep that clear-minded. Also, I'm fine not doing her models, but at least GamerSup's art will be fine with me. I don't want to 100% be an asshole to her at all. Dude, this might lose her GamerSup's partnership. I mean, I've only had GamerSup's be angry at me one time. And that was when I was getting sent like death threats and harassment on DMs. And some guy called me the hard R. So I screenshotted that and I posted it on Twitter.
Is he going with the one that starts with an R? Because he said this on stream. Or is he going with the one that only a certain ethnic group can say online that start with an N or in public?
And I was like, this is what I get sent every day, by the way. And then I get a call. They're like, hey, man, maybe we don't post the hard R on Twitter, huh?
Which, zero issue with like GamerSup's doing that, because like, hey dude, pump the brakes.
I'm like, I wasn't even the one who said it, but I totally get it. I totally get it. She's co-owner? I know. It's not me, but other people's opinions of us.
Oh, a Colorado order?
Oh god. This is getting bad. Holy crap.
And I'm just trying to not get involved in any drama that other people want to get talked about comparing us. But I understand where you're coming from, Nano. There's no hard feelings. Sorry about this. My mental is just a bit weak. Same, girl. I'm sorry for bringing this to you. I want you to get that
Nano, male or female? I do not know, because
money. The whole situation is kind of sucky. I just want to get along. I understand if things don't work out. About this, it would be mostly if you hate me for not burning Blank down from my list.
That's probably Bow looking at the size of that thing.
I would never hate you. Thank you and same. I'm just an insecure bitch. I love everything we've done together and I want to keep doing more. People saying dumb shit online just makes me stressed.
You're saying don't make a line and move.
Justifying her behavior by stating, oh my God, there's more Sinder DMs. Justifying her behavior by stating there's
Hold on. He did a scroll. It's like 17 pages. Is this like internet document? And I would no way in hell is going to read all this. Thank God he's doing it for me.
looking out for me when none of this has anything to do with me to begin with, and manipulating me to being grateful for earning well thanks to them despite the loss of work from long-term returning clients and new clients. This is pretty stinky. This is pretty stinky. Another example of going after other clients of mine from before. I'm going to be real. And I'm going to be real. I'm going to be 100%. You
be real. Be 100%. You need no
allegedly
in your statement. Go nuts.
You guys know me. You guys know me. Anybody who I've ever considered my friend, I will have their back regardless whatsoever.
Same. You know how I have a friend who's up in Buffalo. Met him at college. Good guy. Haven't talked to him for years. He could text me, call me, DM me, whatever, and be like, "Hey, dude, I'm a bit of trouble. I'm like, where are you at?" And he could be like, "I'm up near Rochester. I'm not sure who I can really turn to." And I'd be like, "I'll be there."
I did send Sinder a DM. I did. I sent her one about 2 hours ago. And I said, just letting you know, before formulating my entire opinion, I want to let you know that whenever you get ready for a statement, it better be damn good, and you better triple read everything and make it as clear, as concise, with as many receipts as possible. I try to help everybody out when they have the back against the wall, when it's not a good look, because I just want to know the truth. I backed up Asma when he was in shit. I backed up Emmy when he was in shit. I even backed up Rich Campbell. I did.
Don't know who these people are, so I can't tell if that's good or bad.
I even backed up Mizkif. I backed up Mr. Pokey. Backed up.
If they're Minecraft players, I understand where it's coming from. But if other than that, I'm completely clueless.
Genocide. Backed up St. Totas. Because I don't really care about joining any hate train. Before I know both perspectives, I don't want to know shit. I just don't. Right? Like, I want to know the whole truth before I formulate an opinion on anybody. And that is why when I go hard on someone, it's usually because they fucked up. But right now, I'm letting you know from these screenshots, it would take an act of God to clear her name and put her in the right. This is going to be a massive PR nuke to Sinder. And the reason why that excites me is once people are cast out, then I get to do shit with them again.
Yeah. One of us. Also, I always say if stuff like this happens and it gets nuked and brought to the forefront, then it kind of can fix a lot of problems. It's almost that whole phrase, you need to burn away like the dying, rotten part of the forest so new forest can grow, a better forest can grow. Unless you're California, then don't do that. Don't burn anything in California.
Hey, come on over. Let's play some golf with friends, man. You back them up, they backstab you. It's a tale as old as time. Am I really surprised? No, not really. It is what it is. Let's keep going here. Have I read Bao's documents yet? No, I have not. We're only on nanos. Another example of going after other clients I've had before, claiming that having more clients alongside them makes my work less special with the recruitment of it's just business. Manipulating me into thinking that working with her is a special for multiple reasons, that I risk losing that special something, that as I lose the client, I prefer to work with others. No acknowledgement of my reasoning and need of working with other clients due to the nature of my work, solely focusing on their issues. I would like to also note again that this screenshot is one of many occasions that indicate that Red speaks on Sinder's behalf. And at this point, I actually fully agree.
Yeah, after everything we've seen in part 1 of my reaction part 1 and this, that the two people that this person is calling out, Sinder and Red or Redacted, you definitely are speaking as one collaborative group. And oof.
I was originally concerned with everything going through Red. I want to make a notepad of all this. Redacted is Sinder's Mouthpiece. Confirm. Sinder knew everything. Redacted. Said.
Yeah, you kind of need a notepad. Also, this is why you do a reaction to it and let somebody else who knows way more about what's going on and the people involved
Red
do it for
slash
you.
Sin were attempting to monopolize an editor slash artist against.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just walking into the V2 space as, a nobody who's just doing it because I don't want to get involved. And I'd love to eventually grow and make a group and play games with other people. Because, hey, they help me grow. I might then turn around and help somebody else grows that eventually finds that first person. It's all... If you work together good enough, if everyone works hard and gets things along, we can then all rise up and all make money.
Their desires, guilt, tripped, and manipulate.
My bad typing is because I'm dyslexic. This guy's just fat fingering things.
Them into doing their work and no one else's. Great. This is pretty fair so far. Okay. This sucks. This sucks. As a person who greatly likes Sinder, this really sucks to see. However, am I surprised? Not really. Am I surprised? Not really. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be real. I know other creators who have done this, and I'm still cool with them. I'll be real. This to me, I don't really give a fuck about, to be honest. But this in the VTubing space, it's career suicide. Straight up. This to me, I'm like, okay, so you wanted to do better as a content creator. You wanted to get a bag. You wanted...
Like I said, I would have zero issues with all this kind of stuff if this Cinder person was like, hey, I'm here for the money. I don't want you going there because I think it hurts my pocket. If you're just straightforward with the whole, hey, I don't want to make a shit ton of friends. I don't want to help other people get big. I just want to make as much money physically possible. And everyone then makes a decision to work with you or not off that. Cool, but if you try to be like the picture perfect person and like the perfect friend, but then just try to backstab everybody, no, you could lose it all.
They have dedicated workers. I get it. You know, you trying to grow. You're a grinder. You're business focused. I get it. But in the VTubing space, horrific. Any slight drama of you're not part of the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic clan, get the hell out, sister. We only like good vibes and positivity only. Hey, Sinder, hope you're doing okay. I talked with Red, and I believe he talked to you already. I thought it'd be best if I just check here personally. Actually, I want to know better your thoughts, because Red tried to talk to me, and I think there's some misunderstood things. Keep in mind, this is from 2023. I'm doing good. What's up, Nano? Oh, it's mostly about this. Not discredit any of your work, because everything you work on is the top of the line incredible, but when everyone's Nano baby, it feels less special to be one if that makes it worse. Okay, so this is her saying redacted his words. I understand what he means, but at the end of the day, it's just business. It is.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It is, to be fair, just business. Of course, we love working with you and want to keep working together, but if you prefer to work with other clients instead of me, I know it's for a reason you helped grow and not because you don't like me.
See, that's okay.
Being one of your very first model babies is so amazing. To be fair, Cinder's model is great. Her tits are quite huge. I was happy to be able to find someone to help you with live 2D cutting to improve your skills, and I think it's a big part of why everyone loved the 1.0 model and then started asking you for them. Vienna nod. Love that emote. I can have Red send you a list of our plans for the future and estimated due dates, so just let us know what you actually want to work on. That way I have time to look for someone else if you don't have time for my projects or want to do them. It feels special to only have your model art for all my outfits, but just let me know if you don't have time to be an exclusive Nano art baby anymore. It's no personal reason. I would never do something like this to you or anyone, but yeah, it's important for my job to reach far, and I like working on different projects and people. I never ever said that I don't want to work with you anymore. I told Red that even though I have other works, we'll always have a way to keep you a priority spot when possible. You'll always be my special baby. I also think it's very important to work on projects you're excited about, so I'll go through my plans with Red and send you our ideas if it's possible for your schedule. I know he can be a little pushy sometimes, but it's because he's doing business for me to grow too, and he absolutely loves your work as much as I do. It's okay. We'll up you guys ASAP.
So this one's actually not that bad. This is just, hey, I just want verification. This is all just like, hey, you can't do what I need you to do. I'll go to somebody else. And this person basically saying like, hey, you are top priority. Therefore, if I need to push somebody slightly back, I can work with you. That's not terrible.
Sounds good to me. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yucky, yucky, yucky. You have to understand that as a VTuber, even the most untalented VTuber can average 200, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 viewers if their model is good enough.
And you have big enough tits, yeah.
I understand the desire of Sinder and Redacted to want to lock down Nano, one of the best riggers in the space, to enhance their business. However, the way that they're going about doing it is cringe. And also, goddamn, this coming to light looks fucking terrible. But I like Cinder's tits. I'll be real, man. I think at this point, someone would be an idiot to simply not watch a Sinder stream because she's very business-minded and cutthroat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to keep it a buck. I'm going to make it something. I'm going to just tell you guys something horrible about myself as well. I don't care. Other CCs won't tell you this shit, but I will. And once again, this is not in the defense of Sinder.
No, and this is something I think he's about to get into. If you like that person's stream, you might not like what they're doing outside of streaming, and that's totally fine. But if you're entertained by what they do, then you're entertained.
But to say that being business-minded and cutthroat is fucked up, I don't care. I'll be real. Do you guys want to know why I stream at 9 a.m. CST every day? Because it was Enviosity's time slot. Straight up. And I said, this guy's a piece of shit. Bro wants to call me competitive? Okay, great. Let's see how well you do when we're in the same time spot. Don't care. And sometimes I would go live at 8:30 to get a 30-minute rev up before he went live. Envy isn't your friend, though? That's true. That is the big difference.
Yeah, this is kind of what I was saying. If you're just like, hey, I just want to be business-oriented, have a business relationship with a person, cool. But if you're acting like you're trying to be friends with somebody just to sabotage them, not cool.
I've never done that to one of my friends. And that's a great perspective. And that is something I did not consider. Thank you, chatter. That's why you're here. You're right. This is actually incredibly more fucked up.
Yeah, it's worse because it's different if you didn't like a person like this guy did. But if you're like, oh god, like could you imagine if like Batty Streams knew that Donut was gonna get back into the internet stuff, and it was just like, oh crap, Donut's going on live now. I have to jump on just to stop him from potentially taking my spot. Be terrible versus like, hey, I'm about to leave. Hey, look, Donut's on. Let me boost up my boy. There's a difference.
Because it's their friends. Great perspective. I cannot believe I had a shortcoming like that. Let me write this down. What Cinder's doing isn't fucked up to do to one's competition. However, doing it to their friends
you should put friends in quotations. Should put friends in quotations.
Is a whole different story. Great perspective, chat. That's why you're here as well. I actually just completely forgot they were friends. Sorry, I'm just usually every content creator relationship just being fake as fuck, which is why that completely slipped my mind. Yeah, sorry. The PTSD kicked in. I just assumed that.
Yeah, that's why I would rather actually, like, talk to a person for, like, a good stretch of time. Figure out what kind of person they are. Maybe just like, hey, this person's going live. Go check them out. Not actually work with them and see how we mesh as actually people. Versus like, oh my god, you're such a nice person. Throwing that fake ass smile people do.
They didn't even fucking fuck with each other like that. That's a great perspective, Chad. Thank you, man. Okay, great. Let's keep going into this now with the introspective that these people are supposed to be.
Yeah, he's on 10 of 17.
Friends. But if your friends is competitive, shit on them.
Wawa believe.
Damn it.
Well, I don't think they are. That's the thing, right? Yeah, I'll be real. I mean, at least Lily. You think Lily's competitive at all? Absolutely not. She's just a goofy VTuber, man. I'll be real. I love Lily so much. She's so sweet. She's so nice. She just goes live and does whatever, whenever. She doesn't really care. I think VTubers. I think she's great.
That's kind of what I do. I just kind of pop on and be like, hey, I feel like going live, so here I am.
I think Lily is definitely top 3 VTubers of all time for sure. Lily barely even streams anymore. Really? I wonder why that is. All right. So it's about working with Sinder. My friends told me it's a bit unfair for me to stop working with other models, so I do more for...
Oh, he skipped over Red tries to make it look like they never meant to appear like they would wanted me to be exclusive by frame it such as I want it while immediately doubling down on the fact me working with other people make my work less special, no longer unique, as if every design I do is just a Sinder clone. He skipped that part. Dyslexic me had to read it.
For Sinder, which I agree with him. I'm a free artist. I should do whatever I want to do. I don't want to take sides on any drama or situations. I still will always have a way to have open slots for Sinder, but I won't be having her as my only customer. I agree, you're a free artist, you should do what you want, but I was under the impression that taking on more Sinder work is what you wanted to do. I didn't think that we were, like, making you do that. Guess we have a misunderstanding on both sides. It's more about this. Oh, I see. I mean, what I said is still true about how we feel, but I wasn't saying you had to only do Sinder work from now on. That's with anything, though, not just your work. If you have something special and then everyone wants and gets in that thing, it makes it less special. I'm sorry you're under the impression we were trying to make...
That makes sense. That having more than less special. If it's something like a Pokemon card, or, you know, I had nothing in my room that really do it. My Notre Dame clock. Oh, here it is. This is the perfect example. How big were Funkos? When they were really exclusive. Now that there's a Funko for every goddamn thing, they're not that special anymore. This is different. This guy's trying to make it till he's basically the Funko of VTubers.
It could also make the point that it's extra fucked up considering Sinder and Shy Lily are not just friends but also business partners in gamers/fee cards.
Absolutely. 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 I will keep things more business talk and less emotional, lol. Just let me know how this affects your schedule so I can tell Sinder after. Sorry for the stress, Nano.
I had to figure where he was at so I can read along with him.
This is revisionist history. It's very obvious that they were trying to lock him down despite what he wanted, 100%. Or this guy's severely autistic. But every single model I do is unique, and I make them special in their way. It's not like I'm selling Sinder to everyone. Please don't feel this way. No, I know you pour your...
They did edit that, but probably because their English is not the first language, so.
Heart out and soul into your models, and they're all incredible. I'm sorry I made you feel this way both as well. It's simply business. Normalizing the behavior once again by saying that it's simply business to sabotage other VTubers' careers and not work with them and focus on Sinder instead. It's okay, Nano, you're just making a living and making a name for yourself, and I can't believe you're accepting work from another big name in the industry and having very desirable talent. If you end up filling your model schedule again like it was, let me know. We'll have to replan some things depending on that. Thank you for understanding my side. We all trying to have our name somewhere. We just don't take this personal or anything. I still love working with you guys. And again, apologize for the trouble on your plans. I'll still revisit my list and see what I got. Business is business. If you want to go through the projects we talked about and let us know which ones you'd like to do too. Is this about blank model Nano? Yeah, I want to take it, but I don't want to disrespect Sinder. I just want to do pretty models, no hurt feelings. Business is business.
Oh, that's like such a... I hate that phrase. No, it's just business. Business is business. It's like... No, business is business. What this... Nanolist is doing. He's trying to be business as business.
Nano, you're a freelance artist, and Blank is a longtime client, so it makes sense to continue doing work for her, and I understand the logistics of it. At the end of the day, you need to do what's best for you. I really appreciate you understanding my side. I really do understand your side too, but sadly, it's something between you two and not me. I shouldn't involve this fight. I just go art burr. True. Right, I know. I just didn't think our conversation sounded like I was trying to make you work with her on a model like Blank specifically. Maybe
you earlier in the documents, this document, basically said, we don't want you working with these 3 people.
I just get into the situation way too much. My mistake for thinking this way. No, don't gaslight the fucking guy. Oh my god. Okay, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's gaslighting.
Okay, all right.
When you get a cancer diagnosis,
he should also have like the dashes for each bulletin point.
Redacted, gaslighting, nanoless, using revisionist history. Great. Maybe I just consider the situation too much. My mistake for thinking this way. It's okay. But are we good for real? This feels like a weird breakup. I'm stressing. Me and you are good, but I still have to tell all this to Sinder. It'll be fine. Don't worry. I think she's still sleeping. Damage control. Making sure none of this reaches the other VTubers is all kept hush-hush, while also providing proof that they know what they do is ill-intended should not get out, as it would cause issues for Sinder's career to be painted in this light. Note that the uncalled shot at VTuber 1 is even spoilered, a hidden message in Discord, so it wouldn't be accidentally leaked. Very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're sending all this stuff and it's just like this person's like, hey, I'm about to have a mental breakdown, and if I have to pause client, and then like, oh, everyone goes, hey man, I get it, you're on a break, but is this something I did? And they go, no. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's like, yeah, like it's like, did you tell blank that you're canceling because of Cinder? It's like, dude.
Oh man,
God.
It keeps getting worse.
Yeah, it just keeps getting worse, and we're only halfway through of the first video. Granted, they're all not this long, but still.
I try to be as transparent as possible. I think it's more fair to be for both sides this way. You didn't tell blank you canceled because of Cinder, did you? No, I told him because of health issues. Ghost emoji. I would never blame anyone besides blank. Keck W. Lol. We never want to make you feel like we're making you or forcing you to work or not work on something, especially if it's something you don't want to do or not do. And our conversation the other day wasn't meant to convince you of only doing Cinder's work. Again, sorry if it sounded like I was telling you to only do Cinder work. I'll message you later. Well, let's see if blank wants to stand in a monitor or not, and hope blank finds someone else. The concept with
The sure is that it's probably bow, because it's just 3 letters.
VTuber 1 and claim that she is asking for it by causing this unspoken competition, we just go from absolutely no other source than Cinder herself. Who is this blank? I'm going to assume, I would assume it's Shy Lily.
Oh, that would that was Cotton, who was proven in the earlier thing. That was Bao, Cotton, and somebody else. The only one I know is Bao the Whale. I don't know her personally, just saying I know of her work.
But I don't want to assume, right? The name spacing makes me think Cotton or Shy Lily. I'm not sure who it is. It's not Bao, the blank is too big. I think it's Cotton or Lily. But we'll see. It's far too hard to assume, and we should never assume. It could also be Silver. That's very true. I think it's more like wanting her to recognize Cinder, even though it literally doesn't matter. I feel like there's this unspoken competition between them, like they need to one-up each other because blank can't get along. But also I understand her point of view. A new VTuber who people say looks, sounds, and acts like you becomes just as successful as you in a year. That's very true.
Hey, yeah, but at the same time, if you're one of these people with the animal person models, how many of them can you really do?
That's very true. That is a lot of VTubers. A lot of people copy Vebe. A lot of people copy Shy Lily. A lot of people copy Neanders. It's very, very, very true. Very interesting. Like, at the end of the day, it isn't about how much we make compared to her. We just want interesting.
If she didn't recognize Cinder as an equal or friend, then it would be like she endorsed her to copy, or like see her as her replacement. There is a thing called, I forget what it's called, but like two people come up with the same joke based off similar experiences, and it's like, oh cool. Or they could be just like, hey, this is a system that works. I'm in that same weird personality type. I can do it too.
Like, at the end of the day, it isn't about how much we make compared to her. We just want her to recognize, hey, Cinder's a big VTuber too. She's got there on her own merits, just like you did, to get along. And the marketing potential and money could make up if they teamed up. I just know anything we do, she's watching will take form or try to outdo. Oh my God, you know.
Oh, that's such a stupid way of thinking. So stupid. I threw out the name before, Ember Proxy. She does reaction. I love her reaction. She's a VTuber. She does reaction via VTube. I do it in full human mode. If I see that they're doing something that is working, and I can say, hey, let me add that to my VTubing, or not VTube, my VTubing, my reactions to help me grow and get bigger, I'm going to do that. That's just called, hey, take what works and figure out how to adopt it into your own system.
The spinning figure we have on Steam. Figure was announced on Wednesday. No spinning figure. Cinder debuted Saturday. Everyone hears about it. Figure announced. Spinning figure on screen with figure right next to it. Stream yesterday. First stream since Cinder debut. Guess what? Spinning figure with exclamation point.
That sounds like you have a leak if that person is able to figure out what you're planning before you go live. That's your own fault.
Well, this is a good hint for who this could be. And I'll be real, it could just be similar deliverables. And the idea was good, so let's use it. This is not a big deal at all. This is reaching new levels of petty and skill.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Like, hey, I see that a lot of people do the fat electrician as a reaction. Maybe I should start doing the fat electrician as a reaction. And it's like, hey, I see a lot of people react to Tom Grossi and they get big views. I should react to Tom Grossi and get big views. It's a copycat system. There's very few original ideas out there.
Get sewing. Then, like a month later, unfollowed her on Twitter and started taking her ideas, Cinder's ideas, like the flames. And now she's basically rebranded to more of a fire Cerberus, using fire emojis all the.
Oh God! If you want to be redacted, that's right there. The fire Cerberus. It's someone who's uses flames and things. Could this be Spite? The blue hair fox person?
Time. Never did that before. It's funny because she used to call herself a hellhound, but stopped once in her group past her and now uses Cerberus or Cyber Pop. Who is this? It's Spite?
I'll say I had a Spite. That's one of the few I watch. But if you're a hellhound, why wouldn't fire come out in your things? And a pup is a pup.
Are we doing some good research here? Spite. Okay. I totally see the similarities. To be completely fair, I get it. I've never heard of Spite a single time in my entire life.
Yeah, but oh God, you made a model that has animal ears and big tits and fire. Ooh.
Great fucking username, though. Great username. Do we... Wait, hold the fuck up. 2023. Why are we worried about somebody with 200 viewers? Wait, this is levels of paranoia that are insane.
Yeah, if you go back, Spite was kind of just not to this. Cinder's constantly going up.
Brother, you have 20 times their viewership. Okay? Well, this is just like...
I knew who Spite was because I found her content entertaining.
They're doing a lot of this out of spite, huh? Now, I'll be real. I can understand how a VTuber might get very pressed for someone copying their shtick. I mean, we saw how upset the internet was with that other person trying to copy Shy Lily's shtick. We all remember that.
I don't pay attention to the internet drama. This just happened to pop up in a field that I'm trying to break into. Not to this level, but oof.
So I can understand this, but this seemed like a worry that just didn't need to happen. Yeah. The unfollow was weird? Yeah. So it's like there was an unprovoked tweet from her, like, I didn't copy anyone else for my design. My design is all me. This is who I am. Like, huh? Who are you saying that to? Oh, lol. On random Cinder clips on YouTube, there was one dedicated blank fan, probably Bao or someone she knew, I don't know, that would come with these clips saying, like, when are you going to clip blank? Only on Cinder clips. Probably only clip Spied. I'd like to highlight the irony of expecting to be entitled for recognition for her own efforts and size when her own efforts are tied to sabotaging the very same VTuber, also feeling entitled, insisting to be recognized by someone else is odd. Thank you for taking time to read through everything. I hope everything makes sense and everyone who has been hurt, manipulated, or sabotaged by her will find closure. Okay.
We're going to pause right there. Oh. If it is about Spite, who I found before even finding Cinder, because she does react to... Let me see, hold on. We're going to go back to here so I can minimize my man here. Not my man, but you know what I meant. Spite VTuber. I've watched a few of her things. Like, she actually has a Spite did not expect that all this. Like, I know I've seen a few of her videos because I think it's The Boys. I think she reacted to The Boys videos. Like, she likes similar things that I've liked. Yeah, she watched The Fat Electrician, Deadpool vs. Pinky, So it was like there was stuff that like I was watching and reacting to that she was watching and reacting to. So that's that. But that's it for this. We're only halfway through this video. I have my content for the week at least. But that's it. Go check me out. Probably live on Twitch, actually VTubing. Probably playing Power Wash Simulator. It's a fun game. I don't have to think that hard about it. That's it. I'll see you weird people later.